Are you tired of weight loss products filled with artificial ingredients and empty promises? Discover the power of nature with Pure Revive, the ultimate solution for healthy weight loss. Check out the link in the video description now to start your journey with Pure Revive.
President John F. Kennedy and his brother Bobby both engaged in simultaneous affairs with Marilyn Monroe, a new book reveals. In Ask Not, The Kennedys and the Women They Destroyed, author and DailyMail.com columnist Maureen Callahan describes the crossover relationships as an incestuous sexual competition between the two men. Marilyn first met JFK, who was already married to Jackie, in 1954 at a Hollywood party, Callahan writes, and over the following years the actress fell in love with both the president and his brother, who was also married. Marilyn's psychiatrist was very concerned by the affairs, warning, "I try to help her not be so lonely and get involved with very destructive people who will engage in some sort of sadomasochistic relationship with her." On May 19, 1962, Marilyn sang Happy Birthday to JFK in her famous performance at Madison Square Garden. But, Callahan reveals, just 30 minutes before she appeared on stage, she had sex with Bobby in her dressing room. They spent 15 minutes alone together, Callahan writes. The liaison made her late to the stage, where she arrived drunk and flush with the transgressive sex she'd just had with Bobby, her dress so tight she could hardly walk. Jackie Kennedy was furious after the performance, which left JFK slack-jawed in the audience. And so, Callahan writes, Jackie gave her husband an ultimatum, telling him he could no longer see Marilyn, or else she would divorce him, taking the children and costing him a second term. JFK agreed and never slept with Marilyn again. Her affair with Bobby continued, with Bobby even visiting her the night she died at her home in LA, on August 4, 1962. The FBI and the CIA, Bobby and Jack discovered, had bugged Marilyn's house and phone line without her knowledge. Bobby wasn't leaving without the tape recordings, Callahan writes. Where the F*** is it? Bobby demanded. But Marilyn had no idea what he was talking about. Bobby left empty-handed and Marilyn's body was found early the next morning by her housekeeper. She was face down on her bed, nude, with her phone still in her hand, Callahan writes. Former senior FBI agent James Doyle later admitted that the Bureau had been ordered to remove certain phone records from Marilyn's home, she adds. Recovered in the 1980s, Marilyn's logs showed she'd called Bobby's workplace 8 times between June 25 and 30. Reports suggest she'd had an abortion on July 20, and that the baby may have been Bobby's. Marilyn's second husband Joe DiMaggio banned both Kennedy brothers from Marilyn's funeral. I always knew who killed her, but I didn't want to start a revolution in this country, DiMaggio reportedly said years later. She told me someone would do her in, but I kept quiet. The whole lot of Kennedys were lady killers, and they always got away with it. They'll be getting away with it 100 years from now.